food chain, we want to talk a little bit about their services, which have been a significant part of service provision for people living with HIV, in London particularly, for the last 20 or so years.
The food chain started on Christmas Day 1988, and the organisation was based on an organisation called God's Love We Deliver in New York. And the reason it was set up was to make sure that people with HIV didn't go without a meal on Christmas Day. From then on, the people thinking, well, actually, these people don't just need a meal on Christmas Day; they need meals, throughout the rest of the time. So it went from there, really. So we have 4 services that we now offer. First came the meals, then the groceries, then our eating positively service, and now our eating together service. Okay. And what happens now is the referrer will refer to us, and they won't say which service they want. The dietetic case handler will assess the referral, liaise with the service user, and decide what package of services works best for them. Okay. And then take that forward. How they will take that forward is they will think of an appropriate exit strategy. So they'll come to the food chain, we'll think, what is it we can do for this person to maximise their outcomes, the benefits to them, and then we will put that package of support in place.
What about the real issue of poverty, of kind of people having to eat, trying to eat healthily on a really small budget? Do you think it is possible to eat decently for a week on £35?
Well, what we have done is myself and other dietitians and nutritionists have been working on developing sort of different hampers, if you like. Okay. So putting together what we would think would be a healthy eating 7-day meal plan. And we've recently costed that for a healthy eating service user, and it came out at £35.14.
Fantastic.
So it is possible, but I think, like anything, if you're going to do it well, it requires planning. When service users are referred to us, they get assessed by a dietitian who will look at their blood results, look at their cardiovascular risk, and then make recommendations to their diet based on that. So I think it's a very special service, really.
And there's some key things, aren't there, that we can all include in our diet, like porridge and beans and nuts and...
Or from a cardioprotective...
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, you can... the trick is to making sure you're getting rich carbohydrates, but carbohydrates which are high in fibre. So we're having granary bread, seeded bread, that kind of thing. And also you'll get vitamin E from the seeds as well. Also trying to have sources of soluble fibre in the diet, like apples, pears, porridge, which actually helps reduce cholesterol as well. Choosing lean meats, and making sure that it's not really about having a low-fat diet, it's more about having a modified fat diet. So if someone has high cholesterol, but their body weight is low, we wouldn't want to be cutting all the fat out of their diet, just making sure they have more monounsaturated fats. Not really planning can be a mistake. I think sometimes if you have an individual who maybe has a child to provide for and they have a limited budget, they might be more focused on planning because they've got the child to think about. But sometimes people aren't so focused on thinking about themselves. So yeah, I think that was a common mistake, is not planning. I think another common mistake that people have is they think that health professionals will change their mind, and the messages change quite a lot, and they feel confused. So that's why dietitians as a profession will try to deliver consistent messages to people in order to break through that. Research has shown that someone who's got asymptomatic HIV is likely to need energy requirements 10% above what the average Joe would, and for someone who does have symptoms, for example opportunistic infections, then they may need 20 to 50% more. So in terms of what you're eating and what you need, that's quite a significant amount. And also if the virus is attacking the body and it's not yet undetectable, then you're going to get quite a lot of turnover. Yeah. And so you need extra nutrients to combat that, and extra antioxidant nutrients.
How do you see the services of food chain evolving in the coming years?
My vision for food chain services, well, the charity's vision, is to reach more people and to make sure that we are feeding those people the appropriate food based on their condition. So, you know, there are always going to be hard to reach groups. You know, for example, people who have mental health issues or are depressed might not be accessing services. People with substance misuse issues. There could be people with immigration issues that have gone under the radar, or people that are just not aware of our services, reaching those people and seeing how we can help. That would be having more meals delivered to people more frequently. It would mean getting more groceries out to more people. It would mean rolling out more classes, including not only eating positively sessions, but eating together.
Okay.
Eating together is a new service which aims to reduce isolation and bring people together around a hot meal and get them talking and just give them a forum really to liaise with each other, form bonds, and also learn about the power of food nutrition over food at the same time.